All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome. Happy Sunday morning to you. Thank you for joining me today for this live English lesson. This is Live 55. That's right. This is the 55th live English lesson this year from me. My name is Michael. I'm from Happy English in New York, and I am happy today on this Sunday that you have decided to join me. Thank you so much for joining me today. We have a lot of things to study today. Before we get to that lesson, what else? What did I wanted to say? I forgot what I was going to say. See, that's how you know that this is live. Thank you for joining me today. We're live on YouTube and on Periscope. If you're on Periscope and if you tap the screen like that of your iPhone, little hearts fly up the screen. And if you're watching on YouTube and you do that, nothing is going to happen. I guess. I'm not sure. Just a couple of quick hellos. Hello to Yukiko. Thank you for joining. Dora, hello on YouTube. And if you'd like to put a comment, that's great. Helen Mystic joined on Periscope. Hello. Thanks for joining me there. Good morning, Michael from, this lesson should be great, J. Hugen Instant. Wow, it's really hard to read because my eyes are not good on Periscope. Hey, thanks a lot. We have a lot of things to cover today. Nikita, hello. Marilla, hello. I'll come back and give some more hellos as we progress in this lesson, but let's get to the learning. That's why we're here, right? Oh, I almost forgot. If you would like to get English lessons in your email box for free, go to myhappyenglish.com and click members and just put in your name and your email address. Don't worry, I won't send junk mail and I won't give your email to anybody else. That's me, only for me. You are for me. Yeah, plus while you're there, you can check out over 1,000 free English lessons. How cool is that? All right. Let's get to it. Yesterday, somebody asked me, hey, Michael, can you teach us the difference between coulda, woulda, and shoulda? And I thought, hey, that's a great idea. If you have a suggestion for an English lesson, you can always leave me a comment here at Happy English or on social media. That's right. All right, so I could have eaten cake. I would have eaten cake. I should have eaten cake. What do these mean? All right. Well, first, before we get to that, we have to talk about the conditional. Yes, that's right. If you like to study grammar or you don't like to study grammar, you probably know about something called the third conditional. Da, 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 da. A lot of English teachers like to use those grammar words. I don't. But that's what it's called. If I had known about the special, I could have eaten cake. What does that mean? So, if I had known means I didn't know that, but if I did. That's the meaning. I'm going to give you an example that's not here on the whiteboard, on the chalkboard, on the JPEG board. If I had known about the exam, I would have studied. It's a pretty common grammatical pattern that comes up in certainly the TOEIC and the TOEFL exams and probably other English exams too. So if I had known about the exam, I would have studied. What does that mean? If I had known about the exam, it means I didn't know about the exam. I would have studied. It means I'd like to study. I want to study for exams. And based on the condition of me knowing that, I would have studied. So that's the grammar, right? So what's the difference between could have, would have, and should have? Well, I went to a restaurant last night, and when I was leaving the restaurant, after dinner and after having apple pie for dessert, I saw a sign, and the sign said, "Free cake with every meal." I didn't know that the restaurant offered free cake. Come on, free cake. You have to tell us this stuff, Mr. Restaurant Owner. If I had known about that, if I had known about the special, I could have eaten cake. I could have eaten cake means that's one of the choices for me in the past. If I had known about the special, I would have eaten cake. Would shows only one choice, only one thing. Absolutely, yes. Cake is my choice. If I had known about the special, I would have eaten cake. And then the last one is should have. I should have eaten cake, not pie. So if you say I should have studied for the test, it's a way to show that you didn't study for the test and you regret that. I should have eaten cake. I didn't eat cake and I regret that. I should have studied for the exam. I didn't study and I regret that. So should have shows regret. Would have, I would have eaten cake means I love cake. I always eat cake. And when there's a chance, I eat cake and only cake. Would shows your will. I could have eaten cake shows it's possible, of course, in the past. So that's the difference between those three. And when we pronounce those, we don't say, "Oh, I could have eaten cake," or "I would have eaten cake," or "I should have eaten cake." We don't say that. The way we pronounce that is like this: I coulda eaten cake. If I had known, I woulda eaten cake. I shoulda eaten cake. I shoulda. I woulda. I coulda. That's what, when you listen to native English speakers, like in a movie or in a TV program, you hear that. I could have eaten cake. I would have eaten cake. I should have eaten cake. Now I'm getting hungry. All right, so that's that part of today's lesson. Let me just jump over here. A lot of people are watching right now. Oh my goodness. Samira, hello. Attila, hello. Beautiful Life, hello. Yogesh, hi. Cesar, Tran, Dinesh, Nikita, oh my goodness. Wow, so many people are here. And Chris, hello. Thank you for joining me this morning. It is a Sunday morning. It's a Sunday morning here in New York. And let me tell you something. It's really cold outside. Last week, which was February, or the end of February, we had about 15 to 20 degrees here Celsius in New York. Today, it's -7. -7. All right? -7. No wonder my hair is standing up. It's too darn cold. How's the weather by you guys? That's a question. All right, let's go on to the next thing. Also, the other day, somebody asked me, what's the difference in pronunciation between then, than, and them? Another great question. So, cheers. Gas Nobre joined on Periscope. Hello, thanks for joining. All right. Then, it's an sound, the Your mouth kind of goes wide. Then. Then. Than is a bigger sound. It's an sound. Then, than. Then, than. So the like sound like hat, is a long sound. Then. It's a short sound. And that's kind of the difference there. Then. And the end of the word is an N sound. The N sound, your tongue goes to the top of your mouth. And it kind of presses there. Then. The last word, the third word, is them. The M sound, your lips come together. My name is Michael. So your lips come together for the M sound. When it's at the end of the word, like here, it's them. So I still have that short E sound, them. So the first word in the group, if you're watching the whiteboard there, the chalkboard there, the JPEG board there, it's then. The next one is them. That's the last one. So N and M. So I put together this little sentence for you guys to practice, for us to practice. You ready? I'd rather go then with you than with them. I'd rather go then with you than with them. Then, than, them. That's the three words. I'd rather go then with you than with them. So when we're done with this and you want to practice that, you can see this video. It's live now, but it will become a video, and you can practice that. And you should practice that, I think. All right. That's that. Hello, Virginia. Thank you. Hello, Mariella. Sydney. Hi. Aram. Wow. Donnie D. It's warm in Kiev. That's nice. -7 is not cold. In Ukraine, the weather is really warm. Yeah. We had weird weather. I don't know. 19 degrees in February, -7 in March. I don't know. All right. Yesterday we looked at cat idioms. Cats sometimes hunt birds, and I thought that today we could look at some bird idioms. If you work in an office and or in a company, and sometimes you have meetings, and you might think that the meeting is pointless or useless or has no important meaning. 70 Fahrenheit in Mexico City. Wow, global warming. That's right. If you're in a meeting and it's pointless, you could say, this meeting is for the birds. It's for the birds. Birds eat little tiny insects and very small things because their mouth is very small. Small often has a feeling of not important. So if you say that something is for the birds, it means it's kind of not important. It's a waste of time. This meeting is for the birds. Let me think of another example. It's for the birds. It's not important. What that guy said was for the birds. It's not important, okay? For the birds. Jack is such a bird brain. Now, if you think about a bird, the human brain is about this big. A bird's brain is about that big, right? So maybe some birds are not so intelligent. So if you say that someone is a bird brain, it means that person is not so smart. Jack is such a bird brain. Do you know anybody who's a bird brain? Why don't you leave a comment and let us know. Who's a bird brain in your life? And the last one is to eat like a bird. As I mentioned before, birds eat just a little bit, right? They eat very tiny and small things. So if you say that someone eats like a bird, like Big Bird. That's right. Jenny eats like a bird. It means she doesn't eat very much. She's, maybe she's very thin, and she's very slim, and she doesn't eat a lot. So we could say she eats like a bird. The opposite of that is I eat like a horse. That's right. I eat like a horse. I love to eat. I eat a lot. So if you know someone that eats a lot, you can say he eats like a horse. All right. But Jenny eats like a bird. Okay. She doesn't eat very much. Jack is a bird brain. He's not so smart. This meeting is for the birds. It's kind of stupid, unimportant. All right. That, my friends, brings us to the end of today's live English lesson. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate all of the comments here. Yukiko says, I eat like a horse. Yes. Yes, if you eat like a bird, then you don't get fat, usually. All right. So, hey, thank you guys for joining me today. That's all the time that we have for today's live English lesson. I will be back tomorrow with another live English lesson. I think it's going to be at the same time, this exact time tomorrow. That's 9 a.m. in New York. I will post the schedule for this week's live lessons, the week of March 6th through the, 12th? Something like that. I'll post the schedule on social media later. You can always find me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Periscope. No, what is it? Twitter. That's right. I need more coffee, maybe. That's where I am. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and sometimes on Snapchat. All right. Hey, thanks for joining me today. I hope you guys have a great Sunday. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for another live lesson. Don't forget, you can always hop over to, where is it? There it is. No, it isn't. There it is. You can hop over to myhappyenglish.com. Put your name on the mailing list. Click members. You can also get free English lessons there. All right. Check that out. And that's it. I will see you guys next time right here at Happy English. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.